Hi, welcome back to my channel. This video is kind of all about making progress on, I've noticed I do a lot of stuff with my hands when I'm filming, so I'm going to try and stop that. Making progress on series that I'm in the middle of. Well, actually I'm not in the middle of too many, but I would like to make progress so I can start new series. So one of the books is the conclusion to a series. The other one is the sequel. And so I'm a bit worried because it's like, how do I tell you about these books without spoiling what happened in the first one? But we'll make do. We'll figure it out. So the first book that I'm going to be reading is Light by Michael Grant. This is the finale. I guess finale is a weird word to use. This is the last book in the Gone series. I read this series as a kid. I say kid, I was probably in middle school, which was probably like 15 years ago maybe, I don't know, which is crazy. And I never finished it. This was the one book I didn't read. I read all 5 books except the 6th one, which is this one. And I don't know why I never read this last one. I really don't know. So I have no idea what is going to happen in this. This is a YA, young adult novel. And it's basically, you know what? I'll save and tell you what it's about when I start it. But yeah, this is the conclusion. And then the other book I'm going to start is The Obelisk Gate by N.K. Jemisin. This is the sequel to the Broken Earth trilogy. And I read the first one back in December. And I didn't expect much going in. It completely blew my mind. It was one of the easiest 5 stars I've ever given. I believe it was my top book of the year, which is crazy. So I had very high expectations for this, and I'm so excited for the second one. Like, I don't know why I've been putting it off. I'm so excited. So those are the 2 books for this video, the agenda. And what else am I going to get up to? Today is it's Saturday evening. It's actually, I'm about to go get ready for bed. So tomorrow, Sunday, I for sure need to get groceries. And then I might, depending on how tired I am, go to the K-pop store. But I don't know. But for sure get groceries. But for now, I am going to get ready for bed because I am so tired. Even though it's only 8 o'clock. Do that. And then tomorrow we will start reading. I think I'm going to start with Light. And go from there, because both of these I think will be quick reads, but this one will be quicker because it's YA and there's a lot of action. There's no like really slow points. So I'll start with this one, and I will catch up with you tomorrow morning when I'm either doing something or have a reading update for you. So see you in the morning. Hey, I'm back. It's the next early afternoon. Real quick, I went to the K-pop store. They were not open like I thought they were. I read the date wrong. They're typically not open on Sunday. I thought they were this Sunday, but I read the date wrong, so oops, just wasted some time. But you know what? It's okay. So I want to do a little reading update for Light. I have made it 28% of the way through, which I have read 9 chapters. You can see my little ghetto bookmark. And so, yeah, I read this quickly like I thought I would. So let's talk about, I guess, like the series as a whole, as opposed to like just this book. So this series, the Gone series, starts where these like 14-year-olds, and like younger kids also, they're at school, you know, doing their normal stuff. Then poof, blink of an eye, everyone 15 and older disappears. Gone. What? And so there's no one over the age of 15. And so you have these literal kids having to fend for themselves. Oh, and also, yeah, some kids get powers, like superpowers. And so, it's so entertaining. There's so much action, and most of the characters are very lovable, and like some pretty like dark, horrifying stuff happens to these kids, and it's just so entertaining. And so now where I'm at in the final installment, everything is kind of converging, and where like we've lost a lot of characters, and so the characters that are remaining, they understand that something is like building up like to a finale, like something's going to happen based on what they found out in the previous book, and they are kind of gearing up to just deal with that. Hey. And so it's really entertaining, and it's just, and there's lots of POVs because we have a lot of different characters, but it doesn't feel like segmented. Like you get to spend time with your favorite characters, and almost everyone is likable. Our main character is Sam, and he has one of the characters with powers, and so at the start of this series he was really like one of the like leaders of, you know, everyone of the little town they had built. But as the series goes on, he's like, I've done some horrible things, I don't deserve to be in charge, and he has no desire to. And then there's Astrid, his girlfriend, Astrid the genius, her little brother Pete, who is severely autistic. There's Orc, there's Adelio, Dara, the Breeze. Everyone is just, each character is very unique, and it doesn't feel like a repeat. And so the whole thing is just very entertaining. So I've read basically 30%. So I'll probably catch up with you one more time before the end. And yeah, I'm going to, since the K-pop thing did not turn out or work out, I'm probably going to work on trying to finish my puzzle. I have very few pieces left, but they're all like the sky pieces, which is just so frustrating. But I'm going to work on that. I'm probably going to try and cook dinner and then just chill. So I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Hello? Calypso? Hi. So, I have some reading updates for you. So, I know I said I would update before I finished Light. Yeah, well, I finished it all in one sitting 2 days ago. Yeah, so that happened. I just couldn't put it down. Like, this book is so action-packed, or the series is. It's hard to find a good stopping point because each chapter, like, something crazy happens. So I went ahead and finished it. Oh my gosh. It was such a good conclusion to the series. And it was just everything that a series finale should be. There was action. It was so tense. There was amazing character development. I cried. One of my favorite characters died, sacrificed themselves. So that was sad. And it was just everything wrapped up perfectly. And I was worried the ending would be a little bit cheesy. It was not. I think it was done really well. And I have no complaints. This was a 5-star read. And I'm just so sad, honestly, that it's over. Because I've been with this series for so long now, right? And there's no more. It's over. So that's it for Light, I guess, in the Gone series. So I wanted to finish the series, and that I did. So this is Light, 5 stars. I think I gave every book in the series 5 stars, which is really impressive. So I finished that, and then yesterday I picked up the Obelisk Gate. You can tell I already have some annotations. Let's see, how far did I read? There's cat hair everywhere on this book. Oh my gosh. That's horrible. I am on page like 124. So close to that. I have been annotating, obviously. So this is the second book in the series. It's a trilogy. The first one is called The Fifth Season, which I did read for a reading vlog. So if you want to see my thoughts on the first one, you can go and check that video out. It was, I believe, the last video I posted of the year. But this one picks up right where the first one leaves off. And so the gist of it is we have our main character, whose name I don't know how to pronounce really, but I'm just going to say Isun. Isun has been through so much stuff in her life, and she is super powerful. She has these powers that people don't really understand, and they don't take advantage of these people, really. It's just like they're so fearful of people like Isun. And so there's a lot of like discrimination there. And so Isun, she's trying to figure out what she wants to do with, one, with her powers, and two, with some people that have recently come back into her life. And like people from her past that just had an effect on her, both good and bad. And so she's trying to reckon with that and decide what it is she wants to do for her future and for the future of the people that she cares about. So she's having to make some tough decisions. And where I'm at right now, her and a couple other characters are trying to do like a little bit of political maneuvering in this new place that they're at and trying to figure some things out. So her daughter is actually also missing. And so she's really just trying to find her daughter. But we also have a point of view from the daughter. And we find out that things may not be as amicable as Isun is making it seem to be. So there's that. And so I'm just really enjoying it so far. And I know she's going to throw a twist at me at some point, the author. So I'm just waiting for that. But yeah, this is going really well so far, obviously with my annotations. It's really good. But beyond that, I don't have much to say for it. I am just so excited to be back in this world. Yeah. That's it. So those are my 2 reading updates. And I'm going to try and read a little bit more of The Obelisk Gate today. And then give you an update maybe tomorrow. Today's Thursday. And give you some updates tomorrow. I am so close to finishing my puzzle, you guys. I have like 30 pieces left, but those 30 pieces are like going so slow because it's the sky pieces. So, all right, I'm going to go work on that, maybe do a couple things, and then read before bed. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. Hey, so it's been almost, not quite a week, maybe like 4 to 5 days. I did some reading, and I am now about, I don't have my bookmark, but I'm about, let's see, like 70% of the way through of The Obelisk Gate. It's going really fast, which I like, and I have thoughts. Let's just talk about it. So 30% remaining. I'm not enjoying it as much as the 5th season, but I'm still having a really good time. It's really compelling the way that the characters have been set up and their relationships with other characters. That's really compelling. And I just am wondering how this book is going to end, because the first one ended on a huge cliffhanger. So I'm just really curious and want to keep reading. And yeah, so really what's been happening is we have 2 different POVs. It's Isun and her daughter, Nasun. And Isun's POV is like, feels very familiar because we know her from the first book. And it's just hard because she goes through so much stuff, which some of it is her own doing, but it's really just, she needs to be open. She needs to accept that things are going to change, but she doesn't want to. And then her daughter's POV is very different because her daughter is more willing, it seems, to accept different things that are happening. And so I'm really curious to see where her daughter is going to go and what she's going to get up to. I know this is all like very vague, but it's the second book, so I feel like I can't discuss too much. But yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just got home from work and it is so hot outside. Like, it's like my apartment has good air conditioning, but my bedroom always stays so incredibly hot. Hi! Did you hear that? That was Calypso. Here she comes. Oh, come on if you're coming. There she is. It's Calypso. And so, yeah, I've just been doing some reading. Haven't really been doing anything else, like, hobby-wise. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's not as much as the first one right now. I'm probably, depending on what the ending comes to, like maybe a 4.5 star. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave you here. I'm gonna finish the book. When I finish the book, I will be back. But for now, I gotta focus. I gotta lock in and finish it. So it's been a couple days again, but I have finished the Obelisk Gate. I ended up not making as many annotations towards the end as I thought I would. So it kind of looks a little sad, but that's okay. I did finish it, and I think it's a pretty solid 4-star. Because, you know, I gave the first one 5 stars, and this one, it wasn't as, I don't know, dramatic, I guess. And didn't have as many plot twists as the first one did. So I am going to give it 4 stars. That's just, it feels easy to give it 4 stars, so that's what I'm going to go with. I do already have the third one, which is the final installment. It's called The Stone Sky. So I'll probably read that one maybe in July. I want to take a little month break. So what are my ending thoughts besides not being as dramatic? I am definitely so intrigued to see where it's going to go in the final book. And I am so concerned for the characters that I like, because I don't feel like it's going to be like a perfectly happy ending because it's a fantasy book. So I am concerned for Isun. And we actually already lost a character that I liked, but oh well. So I'm concerned for her. I'm interested to see where Hoa's character goes. And I do think that this is an amazing series, even though I haven't obviously finished it. But I am, because, you know, I was putting this off for a while just because I don't even know why, but I'm glad I finally picked it up because it has been so intriguing and interesting. So I'm very happy with it. I'm happy I actually read 2 books in this vlog, by the way. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about it because spoilers for the whole series, I guess. So this is The Obelisk Gate. I also finished Light by Michael Grant, which has already been shelved on my bookcase. So I'm going to put this on my bookcase. And so I'm just going to leave this video here because I read 2 books. That's what I meant to accomplish. And so I am happy that I did that. I am trying to seriously take down my TBR because it has gotten more out of hand than it already was. So I'm going to try and do a couple of like interesting like video ideas I have broiling in the background. But I'm gonna leave this video here because I have been very successful. And so, if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, all that typical stuff that I have to say by law. I'm just looking over at my TBR and I'm so overwhelmed. But, so I'm gonna go shelve this and I'm about to go out and eat lunch. It's Saturday, so gonna enjoy my weekend, start some new books, and I will see you in the next video, which I already know what it's gonna be. I'm so excited for it. I'm gonna start actually a reading vlog like series, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.